Life on Mars, indeed. It is a toss-up which holds the greater fascination: sound and vision sent from a probe on the surface of the red planet, or a glimpse in the rearview mirror to a time 50 years ago when a boxing match in New York City mesmerized the world. Muhammad Ali, the deposed champion working his way through a comeback following his ban 4 years earlier for refusing the Vietnam draft, had become more than a sporting figure. Joe Frazier, who followed Ali to Olympic gold in 1964, also inherited his world heavyweight crown. Adding to the personal animosity electrifying the atmosphere, captured by Ali's odious labeling of Frazier as an Uncle Tom, the fight took place at a moment of supercharged political tension in the United States. America was still entrenched in a deeply unpopular conflict in Vietnam, while at home the nation convulsed under civil rights tensions. Ali's brave confrontation with the authorities over Vietnam was framed in the context of racial prejudice in apartheid America. Thus he became a dual symbol of defiance championed by two communities: oppressed African Americans and Vietnam dissenters among the white, anti-establishment intelligentsia. Sinatra had a ringside seat for Ali-Frazier I at Madison Square Garden. Photo. App. His characterization of Frazier as somehow compliant in the subjugation of black Americans was a consequence of the polarization around a sporting event that came to represent the great socio-political divide. The conservative elements that so despised Ali found themselves cheering for Frazier. Thus did Frazier become a convenient if accidental punchbag for Ali's poetic anger. As you might imagine of an opponent who fled the sharecroppers lot in South Carolina for Philadelphia at 15, it also worked Frazier, who had been a supporter of Ali's during exile, into a frenzy. Tickets for the fight at Madison Square Garden were more valuable than anything under lock and key at neighboring Macy's jewelry counter, generating $1.5 million at the gate. Millions more poured in via broadcast rights. The fighters banked $2.5 million apiece. To get a ringside seat, Frank Sinatra gave a performance worthy of an Oscar by posing as a photographer for Life magazine. Another Hollywood grandee, Burt Lancaster, offered his services as a television pundit. Though both fighters were unbeaten, Frazier was at his athletic peak at 27, tempered by 12 fights to Ali's 2 since March 1967, the last bout before his ban. Ali was 2 years older and softened by exile, his celebrated reflexes and dancing feet slowed by inactivity. It was his courage that kept him upright, but even a heart the size of a rhino could not protect him from the coruscating left hooks that pounded his once agile frame. Frazier was ahead on the cards as the fight entered the 15th and final round. Visibly exhausted, Ali was now easy pickings for Frazier, who landed with another crushing left to send him to the canvas. Incredibly, Ali got to his feet.